Alright guys, we're going to practice how to write the letter C. I forgot one of the most important things. I forgot my song that I usually do in class to help us remember to always write our names at the top of our paper. And it goes like this. It goes, first thing we do is write our name, write our name, write our name. The first thing we do is write our name at the very top, then we stop. Okay, so usually if you were in class, when I say stop, you would write your name, you'll stop, and you'll wait for instructions. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and everyone write your name. Sometimes we like to sing it while we're writing our name too, so we remember. So the first thing we do is write our name, write our name, write our name. The first thing we do is write our name at the very top, then we stop. Here we go. We wrote our name. All right, so now what we're going to do, the C's are pretty easy, okay? I want you to go ahead and practice. You're just going to start, you always want to start at the top of your C though. You want to start at the top and you're going to go around this way, okay? So start at the top, go around, and stop. Now let me show you what's going to happen. If you get your C too close right here, guess what? Then it looks like a whole different letter. Now it looks like the letter O. So we want to make sure we stop our beginning of our C and we stop at the end of the C where we need to and leave space in between so it doesn't look like the letter O. We want to make sure it looks like the letter C. Make sure you have that pencil grip right. Alright, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to switch to my marker. And I'm going to draw a few dots so I can not overcrowd my line. Go. Now I'm ready. Now I pick up my pencil and I can start everywhere there's a dot. That's where I'm going to write my letter C. And if you don't have dots, that's okay. Just try to spread it out as much as you can. See, that one I started a little too high. Maybe I should have started a little bit lower. So start about right here. I'm going to start right in between the sky and the road. That's where I want to start my C, okay? So about right here. And I'm going to make sure I curve it. And come back up. And same place. I'm going to stop in between my road and the grass on the bottom too. All right? Oh, see, look, I went too far down, just a little bit, but I still want to erase it and make it better. There we go. Okay, pick up my marker, do it one more time. And remember, we're doing our uppercase C right now. Okay, so now we're doing uppercase. Now, this is our first letter we've had that looks the same, right? Look at that. The uppercase C and the lowercase c look just alike. The only difference is the lowercase c is going to say underneath that road. Okay, so when I do these, I'm going to make sure all of my C is underneath the road. Just like that. And I'll make sure I don't connect them, because if I connect them, they look like an O. Okay. I'm going to make sure we leave space in between them. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go ahead and get my marker out. Okay, remember, I don't want to start up here anymore. I'm going to start way under here, underneath that road. Just like that. sometimes our hands get tired, and you can stretch them a little bit because you're working your muscle a little. Your fingers have muscles in them, and you're building that muscle up and making them so strong. And sometimes they get really, really tired. All right, draw my dots. So remember, also, parents, what you can do if your child's having a hard time getting the hole right and underneath here, you can also take that marker and you can start the dots down there instead, so they know not to go above that. All right, and there we go. We're all done with the letter C. All right, good job. Now we're going to do our craft. Okay, let me grab my craft. Now, Miss Murray is going to pause my video, and I'm going to go ahead and use my 3-star coloring and color my castle. I'm going to try to make sure I stay in the lines. Since there's a lot of castle, I'm going to use different colors probably. All right. But castles are pretty, you know, this can be whatever kind of castle you want to be. So use whatever colors you want. All right, I'm going to pause my video and I'm going to color my castle. All right, so there is my castle. I use pink, I use green, I use purple, and I use the color gray. Okay, you can make it however you want to do it. Now, this is going to be the hard part. The hard part is going to be cutting out this castle. Okay, it's okay. Take your time. Do the best that you can. Sometimes we cut off the flags. Sometimes we accidentally cut off one of our towers. And that's okay, because when we put it all together on our ABC book and we glue it in, you can go back and you can glue on the pieces in case you accidentally cut them off. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to start on my black line down here at the bottom. Remember, I'm going to use my other hand to help guide me and help me control my paper a little more when I'm cutting. And remember, Miss Murray has lots of practice in cutting, okay? I've been cutting for a really long time. Stay on those black lines as much as I can, so when I get here, I want to turn my paper. Okay. Using this hand to help me turn that paper. I know it's really, really hard. Keep turning it, try your best, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. This is your castle. So when I get to my flag, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to cut in between there because it's too small. I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm just going to go up my flag. Okay. Just like that. So you see how I left that white space right there? That's okay. If you want to go and try to cut that white space off, you're more than welcome to. So just like that. I'll go ahead and cut this so you can see how it's supposed to look. Okay, if I cut this piece off. Okay, so when you get done with one tower, it should look like that. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and speed up my video a little bit so you're not sitting here watching me cut this whole castle out. Alright, now that I'm done with my castle, I'm going I get my ABC book. And I'm going to turn to letter C. There's our apple. There's our B. And now here is the letter C is for castle. Okay, I need to get my pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and start tracing my letters down here. Uppercase C, lowercase c. Just like that. C is IS for FOR, and then castle. There's my lowercase c. Oh, we learned about lowercase a already too. There it is. STLE. Okay, C is for castle. And then remember, next what I'm going to do is come down here to my line, and I'm going to trace, or I'm going to copy. I'm going to copy all of those letters and words. Okay, so I want to start over here. Remember, we don't start over here. Always start right here at the beginning. All right, so let's start with the letter C. Uppercase C. Lowercase c goes under the road. There we go. Finger space, I-S. Okay. Finger space, 4F, O, and R. Just like that. Finger space, lowercase c, lowercase a, S, T, L, and E. Then you're all done. C is for castle. Good job, guys. Now I'm going to grab my glue really fast. Okay, I have my glue. I'm going to twist it to make sure. See, I had dry glue. Take that off. Twist it open again. I'm going to shake it so all my glue comes out. I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to do dot, dot, not a lot. Dot, dot, not a lot. Okay. I want to make sure I get my towers and my flags. Dot, dot, and dot on that last flag. Okay. I'm going to flip it over, and if it needs more glue, I can put more glue. And I'm going to go as far down as I can on the line so my flag hopefully doesn't get too squished up there. It's pretty tall. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this flag up. You see that, how it's off the paper a little bit? That's okay. I'm going to leave it up like that. But you see how these pieces down here are sticking up? And right here, I'm going to put a little more glue on that so it doesn't come up on me. So I'm going to flip it just a little bit. Put another dot. Put it down. Another dot. Another dot. There we go. Good job, guys. You did it. There is your beautiful castle. Very good. Okay, that is it for our handwriting and our craft for our letter C.